Sammy Whitcomb drains a triple.
Oh, money!
Working hard towards the back.
Soa, very nice.
Finds a way through, and then the beautiful pass to Tolo.
Really wide open, knocks it down.
To Burton, who pulls the trigger and fires a big shot from long range.
That's her shot. That is indeed Amy Atwell's shot.
This one has been circled in the calendar for some time. The top two sides in the WNBL face off with the season series tied at 1 apiece. Will Bendigo's excellence continue, or can Perth dethrone the Spirit and sit first for the first time this season? 6 Olympians, MVP contenders, and whichever way you chop it up, these two have been the teams to watch so far in WNBL 25. Welcome aboard for your WNBL Wednesdays, brought to you by Ford. My name is Liam Ellison, joined alongside me WNBL Championship winning coach Laurie Chiswick. Laurie, welcome.
Oh, Liam, there is a buzz in Melbourne for the tennis, and there is a buzz in Bendigo for this round 12 blockbuster top of the table. These two teams have been 1 and 2 all season. As you mentioned, the series is tied up. So you have to feel this is a real preview of finals basketball.
This is the equation going into round 12 as well. The top two sides here, and Perth, a game behind the Spirit with a tiebreaker at 1 apiece, can leapfrog into first position. But Laurie, it remains really a tough battle for fourth.
Well, Bendigo is the only team so far that is locked in a final spot with 5 rounds to go. Teams 4 to 8 still have a mathematical chance of making it. But I tell you what, all the focus tonight is on 1 versus 2 and who wins that all-important head-to-head series.
Perth on a 6-game win streak, Bendigo on a 4-game win streak. Last outing, they defeated Sydney 80-62 in Mildura, and they were led by Veronica Burton, who caught up with Megan before the game.
Well, Veronica, a top-of-the-table clash against Perth tonight. What do Bendigo need to do to achieve the win?
Yeah, I think obviously this is a really competitive matchup. Just stay focused, execute our game plan. We know they like to get out and run and get a lot of shots inside and outside up, and so I think just containing the pace and controlling that part of the game will be huge for us.
No Kelly Wilson tonight. Does that change your role?
Not necessarily. I think every person, when one goes down, every man steps up. And so I think we have a very deep team, and I think we're really prepared. Obviously, that is one less ball handler. And so I think just, again, controlling the pace and being able to kind of play our speed will be huge for us.
And finally, you'll have some fans in the crowd tonight, the Veronica Burton cheer squad. Who are they and where have they travelled from?
Yeah, my parents were able to make it out here. I'm super excited. They travelled all the way from Boston, so they got here about 2 days ago, still recovering from the long travel. But just super grateful to, share this experience with them and have them out here.
We look forward to seeing you in action tonight. Thanks for your time.
Thank you so much.
Must be fantastic to have family in the building tonight, Laurie.
Well, they should be really proud of their daughter, but the season that she is having. She's a top scorer, she's a facilitator, she's an elite defender, which we know, and it'll be interesting to see who she matches up on, Wilson or Sowa. But she is the baby of Bendigo's starting 5, with the average age of the other 4 being 34, and she is just 24 years of age. Tell you what, it takes confidence and character to lead and play alongside such experienced, high basketball IQ players.
Speaking of, Sammy Whitcomb exudes all of those qualities, and she is in MVP form.
Well, her numbers reflect that too, Liam. 20.7 points per game, leading the league, 6.7 rebounds, 4.9 assists, which is 3rd. She is in MVP form, and she really looks like she's enjoying her basketball, enjoying her teammates. She's enjoying her life in Bendigo, and she certainly has made no secret of the fact that she wants to win a WNBL championship.
One thing that has eluded Sammy Whitcomb so far in her star-studded career, she's been a revelation. And speaking of, Letitia Amihi has been just that as well, the WNBA import for the Lynx. Here she was with Megs a little earlier.
Well, LA, a top-of-the-table clash tonight. Does it feel a bit more pressured, a bit more exciting?
I think every game, honestly, has felt like a top matchup. We always get everybody's best, so another opportunity to, get another high seeding.
You are matching up tonight on a fellow Paris Olympian from 2024, Mariana Tolo. You played on her at the last Olympics. What is tough about battling with her?
I mean, obviously the physicality. She's a strong post player and one that's been in you know, the running for a while. So just being able to play against her physicality is definitely something that I'm gearing up towards today.
We're looking forward to that battle in the game too. Thanks for your time. Good luck.
Thank you.
It's hard to find a big that's more dynamic, I think, in the WNBL, Laurie.
Well, it'll be great to see her style of play. She's got the foot speed up against Tolo, who's got the physicality. Two of the great bigs in the league going head-to-head. Letitia she's athletic, she runs the floor really well, she can score off the dribble, and she has really fit into Ryan Petrick's style of play.
It's a squad that's been really brought together for that style of play, and Mila Sowar can run the floor with real burst, Laurie.
Well, she is having such a big impact for this team. Last year, when she played for Perth, she averaged 10.3 points per game, and this year she's averaging over 15. So, you know, she would have to be in consideration for Breakout Player of the Year. She can certainly find different ways to score, whether it's from the three-point line, whether it's putting the ball to the deck and getting herself to the rack, where she shoots free throws at 92%, so you don't want to foul her. But another one that has really done well with Ryan Petrick.
Yeah, she is mighty efficient and can score in bunches. Here's your starting five for the Bendigo Spirit tonight. And as Megan did note, no Kelly Wilson, unfortunately, this evening.
No Kelly Wilson. She has missed so few games in her career, and this is one of the very few. And Abby Warung, what a great replacement that slots into that starting five. We know that Abby's experienced and will have no trouble fitting in there.
No, she won't, and it means Kelly Wilson will remain tied on the all-time WNBL assist record, and we'll have to wait for another day to break that one. Here's the Perth Lynx starting five, and Amy Atwell last outing, the first time she entered that group for the season.
Well, and did she have a great game for her first time starting, and I'm sure they'll need her to play that way tonight. But one of the matchups I'm really interested in is Griffin and Maley. That could be a potential real good look for Bendigo, but we know the capability of Annalie Maley and how she can defend and get after those rebounds.
Now referees this evening, Shannon Jennings, Brad Henshaw and Daniel Battier. It's first versus second. The WNBL Wednesdays, and Perth win down the tip. Kelly Wilson, immediate attack. This one promises to be a cracker. Sowar. Mid-range jumper for the first points.
And that's what I said right at the beginning. She can find different ways to score. She's not just a three-point shooter. She can score putting the ball to the floor, pulling up, getting herself to the rim.
Warung awaits the screen of Tolo. Straight down the lane. Sowar on the breakaway. Early trigger. Maley crashes the glass. Wilson open. Book it.
That's exactly the style of play that they want. They get out on a missed shot, they get out, they rebound, they take an early shot, they go after the boards. Nice kick out.
Wickham, oh, the pocket pass, sublime. Tolo's coughed it up though. Late start for Perth. This red rush offense, they move it quickly, and Atwell just short that time. Wickham steps into a three. Both sides littered with talent from beyond the arc.
You can see Tolo standing well off Amy here.
Atwell's fouls, and she will head to the line for two. Season high, 22 points in their last outing against Geelong United. They've stayed in Victoria since that match.
They have. I spoke to Ryan Petrick earlier, and he said they had the day off. He went golfing himself, he and his assistant coaches, and then they got back to work straight away.
2 from 2 from the line for Atwell. Burton penetrates, kick out. Warung, nylon.
Nice baseline drive by Burton and finding her open teammate in Warung. Feet set, ready to just catch and shoot.
Griffin denying Atwell. Sowar arrives. And Ami here on the roll. Bendigo, one of the best defensive sides. That'll be a foul call on Ami here.
I think what we'll see from Perth is a lot of little adjustments defensively. Sometimes they're in full court man, sometimes they're being a zone.
Wickham recovered. Single-digit shot clock. Werung, same spot, same result.
Well, thank you for starting, Abby Werung. X marked that spot in the corner.
He's led this league in three-point percentage in previous seasons. Well, a second chance. Soa drops the seconds from the free-throw line. Fast start offensively for Perth. Not quite on the same page that time with Tolo. 3-point lead early days here to the Perth Lynx. Megan Huswaite. We'll try Megan again in just a moment. Wilson. It's Ami here from the elbow.
That's a great shot by Ami here because Mariana Tolo has been sagging off of her, daring it to shoot it. So now if she makes that one, maybe another one, it's going to force the defense to have to play differently.
Whitcomb trapped. Griffin puts it on the deck. And lost the handle. Here's Wilson in the open floor.
3 on 1.
She's so dangerous. Extra fine, and Perth run the break effectively. Immediate push from the Spirit. Burton with a fresh 14 and the foul on Atwell. Let's try Megan again next.
Point she comes into the lineup. Wilson tonight, who was crunched in Sunday's win over Sydney. She hurt herself while rebounding, and she told me pre-game that was the problem, that she went up for the board, but she has had scans. Not too sure at this stage whether it is a broken knee complaint, but she is feeling a lot better, hopeful of playing on Sunday, but they're just monitoring her at this stage.
Hope to see her back in the lineup. Thanks, Megan. Tolo on the block. And draws a second personal on Ami here.
And that's what we knew, physicality against speed. Mariana Tolo holding her seal down there, going up strongly. Ami here was playing behind and, you know, really just had no choice but to foul her. That's pretty critical, 2 fouls so early.
It is. Less than 4 minutes into the contest, and Ami here has to take a seat. Tolo strong on the second. Atwell, Burton bearing down.
That was great defense by Burton.
So short. 3 offensive rebounds at this early stage for Perth. Bendigo will want to keep an eye on that. Griffin not quite. Maley on the breakaway. Great defense from Tolo. Burton giving Perth a taste of their own medicine.
Great basket by Burton. She initiated that contact. She didn't shy away from it all, so she had total control of her shooting ability in that instance.
So tied up and snatched away in the end. Tolo the defense on back-to-back possessions. Oh, Griffin all alone.
I don't think she stopped to see where the defenders were. I was a bit shocked that there was nobody down there. A real defensive breakdown by the Perth Lynx.
Maley having a great season from beyond the arc and continues that trend. Back out to a 5-point buffer. We're on 10 seconds to work with. Active start for Natalie Maley. Pushing in transition. Here's Clinch Hoykart. Had to opt to her early with Ami here on the bench. Atwell Cans the three.
Amy Atwell needs zero time and space to get that job off, or that shot off. She has such a shooter's mentality.
She's lights out. Scary prospect as she's still working her way back from that early season knee injury. Now well in game form. Jump hook for Tolo, just short. Wilson probing Soa. This game is up and back at the moment at Red Energy Arena. Couldn't find a cutter and they'll reset via Werra. Urged on from Coach Keriyama.
There have been few whistles, 0 timeouts, no foul shots. It is just up and down.
Let him play as Atwell continues her nice first quarter, and it's a timeout on the floor. Game high, double-figure lead for the Perth Lynx. Annalie Maley shooting at 37% this season from three, Laurie.
Well, you mentioned that she was continuing with that form, and last season she shot the 3-ball at 27%, so that is a massive increase over the off-season, and she worked really hard on that shot.
That is huge. Double-digit increase. We heard from her earlier on in the season as well that she did work so hard on that. Let's listen in here to Bendigo.
I can't get Tolo there, and everyone's this. We're switching on to either an Amy or a high card, not allowing the comment to catch. We haven't been beat once on a roll yet, right? But we've been beat because we get caught sleeping off ball moving and allowing shooters to catch it. Then we're going to block out. Any situation where they're cross-matched in offensive transition, there's a small pump the ball inside, space the floor, and go at the rim. Go at the rim. Next play, we're in a diamond 4, so a power 4. So we're feeding Casey. Don't cross-screen for Tolo. Sammy's the cross-screener.
Bendigo huddle there, trying to slow down this Perth offense. All 5 starters have hit the scoreboard already, and make sure you're following all the live stats of tonight's game in the free WNBL app. You can also check out game highlights, team and player info, and more. Download it from the App Store today.
Well, last time these teams met, both coaches, when I spoke to them, said it was a bit of a grind. Well, you wouldn't say this is a grind at all. This is very offensive-oriented.
Gorman's out there for the Lynx. Maley, great find inside, clinch Hoykard.
They are just clicking right now, the Lynx.
Whitcomb attacks, and the call. Whitcomb with the and one. Took the contact and had the composure and balance to finish. The league leading scorer, Sammy Whitcomb, converts. Wilson rattles out on the 3. Burton stopped in her tracks from Chibatoni. Now with Georgia Booth out on the floor. Maley attacking the defense. Clinch Hoykard can let it fly.
Kennedy mentioned blocking out in that timeout. That's something that really Bendigo have to get done. They can't allow a team like Perth to have 2 or 3 opportunities.
Big glass numbers amounting. Chibatoni high off the window, follows her own miss, and Wilson cleans it up.
There you go, example straight away. They are relentless on the boards, Perth.
Out to 11. Burton splits the defense through traffic. 18 points, 8 assists last round for Veronica Burton. Maley short that time. Bendigo with a head of steam, it's Tolo.
So good to see Tolo run a sprint post. We talked about Emmy here being able to do that, but Tolo. Wind back the clock for her.
Chibatoni Assessing. Looking for some meaningful movement. 5 seconds. Into the post is Ciabattoni.
Smart play by Ciabattoni, recognizing that she had a mismatch, really called hard for the ball, but we see Veronica Burton driving coast to coast.
Burton has been relentless attacking the fast break this game as, well, Wilson does just that. Foul call and 2 to come from the line. This Perth team is known for attacking in transition, Laurie, but it's been Bendigo so far who've inserted themselves in that format too.
Well, it's interesting. I think Bendigo, I would say, if they get in a running game with Perth the whole time, I'm not sure they'd come off second best. Burton alluded to that in her interview. They need to control the tempo, control the pace of the game, but right now they're running just as hard.
Missing on the seconds. And Kelsey Griffin wrestles down the rebounds. 4th team foul on the Lynx.
That was on Morel.
In fact, we might be headed to the bonus here as we walk down for free throws. It was indeed assessed on Morel. It could be called upon at length if Amihia stays in foul trouble.
Well, that's exactly right. And she's coming, she plays valuable minutes, Morel. She's a bigger body. She defends really hard. She sets good hard screens.
Griffin cuts the margin. Whitcomb had a hand in. The Bendigo bench not happy. It's only the first on Sammy Whitcomb. .40 seconds remains in this first quarter. Gorman just wide. Great start in the ball game for Burton. Here's Whitcomb. And that's an easy whistle for the referee. We'll head back to the free throw line, courtesy of the Gorman personal.
Sammy Whitcomb is so cagey when she has the ball in her hand. She changes direction. She changes her pace. You don't know whether she's going to pull up, whether she's going to drive. And that's what's made her so elite over her many years of her career.
And she certainly keeps defenses guessing. 2 from 2 for Whitcomb. Shot clock unplugged to end the first. Atwell and Morel arrive with the screens. Ciabattoni, 5 seconds in the painted area.
Oh my goodness, Morel just reaching across and securing that rebound and put back. That is just purely an effort play, Liam.
That has been the trend of the first quarter, and the Perth Lynx are racing off to a nice start here at Red Energy Arena. It is 28-23 after 1. Up and down, fast start here in Bendigo to kick off round 12 of the WNBL. The top of the table clash in Perth with a 30-23 lead after one. It's been a lot of fun. 6 offensive rebounds in the game for the Lynx. Sees them with a lead, but Burton and the Spirit not far away. Laurie Chiswick, this has been a hell of a lot of fun to call so far.
Well, it certainly has, and the other thing that's impressed me about Perth, besides those offensive rebounds, only 1 turnover, so they are doing a great job of taking care of possession on that ball.
9 assists as a team as well for Perth, led by Ali Wilson, who has forced the issue on the fast break, as they always do, the Lynx. Shaping up to be a terrific match. And we're underway in the second. Here's Whitcomb. Let's fly on the 3 and nails it. First treble of the game for Sammy. In the hands of Atwell. Dancing with Werrump. Sowar around the pick. Burton had 6 in the first quarter. As did Werrump. Here's Griffin. Single-digit shot clock. That was a great find out to Sammy in the same spot. Not that time. Sowar off the cut, and Griffin closed it off. Somehow got there with the levers. Into the corner, Whitcomb rattles out.
Well, they're good shots, both teams, and what a great hustle play by Burton. They're diving everywhere.
Somehow ended up back with Burton once more. Bendigo, the hustle play. Can Samuels finish it off? Perth basketball. Megan Huswaite, this has been a high-octane start to the seconds.
It has, and the crowd are enjoying every moment of it, but defence was the topic at Bendigo's quarter-time address from the coach, from Tolo, Griffin and Whitcomb. They really want to lock in here. They've got a rebound. That was Kennedy's message, box out, and that's on all 5 players from Perth, not just 1. And Perth with 30 points on the board so far. It's been Bendigo that's held the Lynx to their 2 lowest scores of the season so far, keeping them to 66 and 71.
Thanks, Max. Morel and Amihia share the floor for the Lynx. And a turnover.
So that was not only good pressure by Samuels on her on the ball, but they had players, Bendigo, just blanketing the other Perth players, and there was just nowhere to pass it to.
Great defense. Burton slicing through. And the whistle against the Lynx. Veronica Burton has been causing some headaches with her aggression.
Well, she's mixing it up. So in that instance, it looked like it was going to be, she was going to do a dribble handoff, but instead she kept that ball nice and low, rounded the corner herself, and just caught the defense off guard. We can see Amihir back on the court with her 2 fouls. She's going to have to be really careful, and if you were Bendigo, you would want to probably try and take it at her and draw that 3rd foul as quickly as possible.
Absolutely. See if they employ that tactic. Volunteers at Bendigo doing a great job here as Wilson and Whitcomb inspect the floor work. A couple of minutes gone here in the second. Lynx still searching for their first bucket of the quarter. Both coaches, Kennedy Kariyama there. There's a feeling coming into the game that this one meant just that little bit more, Laurie.
Certainly did from both of them. They talked about we'd see a little bit from what we saw last games. Maybe some new things, few things up the sleeve that they might not want to reveal. So really just feeling each other out and seeing what matchups work.
Not quite, and Sowar out of nowhere snatched it. And gets the tie-up whistle.
But of course, Liam, ultimately both coaches want to get the win, and that series win, that important series win, head-to-head.
Stay powered with Signet, Australia's favourite power bank brand. Keep your devices charged and never miss a moment. Visit signet.com to find your perfect power bank. Baseline out of bounds for the Lynx. Amihia rips and drives right at the rack. It's a rack attack for Amihia.
That'll be good for her confidence, coming back on with those fouls, being aggressive. We knew that she had the foot speed. Nice drive to the basket and finds herself at the foul line. And Liam, while she is at the foul line, I just have a little weather watch from her hometown in Mississauga in Canada. Right now, currently it's -8 degrees Celsius with light snow compared to a top of 29 in Bendigo today. A bit of a difference.
Certainly a big positive, isn't it, with coming out and playing in this league. It's a year-long summer for some of these WNBA athletes as Whitcomb battles through. Here's Wilson. Amihia again on the deck. Dynamic with the ball in hand. Back-to-back baskets. Soa stays up in defense. We're up. Perth walling up. It's Griffin for three. Bottom. KG 23 connects. Single possession ball game once more.
You can just see the denial by Bendigo, leaving Amihia really nowhere to go without, and then decided to just shoot it.
Been able to slow them down so far in the seconds. Tolo with a seal. Extra finds. Corner treble, you bet. Micah Simpson converts.
Well, Tolo really could have gone up herself, but saw her open teammate.
Wilson leading scorer in the first quarter. Amihia really starting to get involved.
Isn't she ever? Tolo doesn't have an answer for her right now. She is taking everything off the dribble, going hard.
8 points in 6 minutes for Amihia. Griffin won't get the call. The whistle came eventually. First 3 of the game for Kelsey Griffin. Bendigo a 5 of 11 from deep.
What's up?
Spirit yet to lead in this match. After trailing by 12 at one stage. They fought right back halfway through the second. No Spirit players in any sort of foul trouble. Only Amihia with an early 2 for Perth. Moving it through hands. Wilson traps. Last touch, Whitcomb.
Perth doing a good job of just trying to move the defense around with their dribble handoffs.
Amihia. What has she got this time? They clear the floor for her to go to work. Tolo pulls down the rebounds. Whitcomb feeding inside. Tolo not quite on the lay-in. Amihia runs the break. Soa down the boulevard, counted off the window.
Such a great transition basket by Perth. They just forced the issue, really forced running hard to the basket, and then on the kick out, Soa saw that her defense was out of the stance and just punched it in.
Averaging under 16 points per game this season, Mila Soa. Running for breakout player of the year, as you noted, Laurie, earlier on. Burton running point. Whitcomb, no one came to meet her.
Well, Amy Atwell was just conscious of Abby Warong in the corner there because she shot 2 threes from that exact spot, so hesitated on the help, and Whitcomb, with the IQ that she has, recognized that straight away.
Wilson, the float game, pretty. Solar and Burton at the timeline. Whitcomb again, unattended.
Great movement off the ball, Bendigo, and even better vision by Warong to see her cutting teammate, and Sammy Whitcomb find yourself wide open, and a great finish on the layup.
Mejia, a hop, a step, and a foul. And a huge second period so far from Mejia.
Sorry, that was Burton that found her.
Twice that Whitcomb has been found in that spot. She leads all scorers now with 14. Bendigo crowd getting involved. Mejia short on the first.
The last time these two teams met in round 8, Tolo actually top scored with 16 points, and Ali Wilson 20 points for Perth.
Both sides with a really even spread of contributors throughout the season, Laurie. Something that Kennedy Kerryama spoke of in his press conference after their last win. They really genuinely enjoy playing for each other, with his words.
Well, I think you hear those words from all the players when they get interviewed, Bendigo.
Here's Tolo. Whitcomb, one of those players who's expressed that. Not that time, but Tolo on the O-glass. Burton, great find and no call. Clean defense from Maley. Great to have your company. WNBL on ESPN, first versus seconds. Lynx have led the whole way so far, and Wilson from the corner.
You have to close out with a high hand on Ali Wilson. She is going to play, she's going to shoot that shot, she's full of confidence.
Burton through traffic, waved off, offensive foul. Fourth 3 of the game for the Perth Lynx, and Wilson's up to 13. And we're in the bonus, the Perth Lynx. And Mejia to take the 3 throws. Calling all sports teams, say goodbye to travel headaches and hello to CTM Sport. CTM are 100% committed to delivering excellence in our field. Leave the logistics to the travel experts so your athletes can focus on what they do best. Learn more at ctmsport.com.au.
Must have been a technical foul called on Perth. Sorry, on Bendigo. That resulted in that free throw.
Must have been Mejia connecting on that one. 8-point advantage. Now the Lynx can run. And Mejia on the break. And good off the glass.
She did that in slow motion, that slow down off the glass layup, but wasn't it effective? And hasn't she had an impact this quarter?
Back to a double-digit lead at the timeout. The Lynx by 10. Tisha Mejia has been must-watch so far in this second quarter, Laurie. Up to 10 points now. Done it in a myriad of ways.
Well, she's only played the 9 minutes because she had to sit with those fouls, 2 fouls in the first quarter, but she's just come on in this second period and just blitzed everybody.
Taking them off the dribble. Running the floor. 2 dimes, 3 boards. She's been stellar, as has Sammy Whitcomb for the Spirit. She leads all comers with 14 and 5.
Well, Amihur averages 16.3 points per game, is 4th in the competition and leads her team, so they need her scoring.
Welcome back to Red Energy Arena. The Lynx out of the timeout with a 10-point advantage, powered by Ami here in the second period, who has just been stellar with 12 points now. Let's get down to Megan Huswaite, courtside.
Well, Perth have taken a 10-point advantage, but Ryan Petrick, coach of Perth, his message was to ignore the score. He just wants his team to win the next 3 minutes. Play hard was the final message to his team.
Thanks, Megs. Perth lead the second, 18-15. Samuels, downtown hit.
Casey Samuels is another player that needs very little time and space to get that shot off. She's known for her three-point shooting, and she just was on display in that last shot.
Knee here. Recognise Maley with the hustle. 6 to work with. Wilson lets fly. Burton to initiate offense. Tolo's hovering. Great find. Booth. Corner 3 ball. Chipatoni able to mop it up. Now they move it. Gorman launches the 3.
The whole time in the background, you can just hear Ryan Petrick yelling, push, push to his team, and that's exactly what they do, and finding that open shooter. Extra pass, Gorman in the corner.
It's a third personal on Steph Gorman, and she will take a break.
She did a great job on Sammy Whitcomb the last time they played. She's just an elite defender, Gorman. She wore like a glove, made her life really, really difficult. I mean, Whitcomb still ended up with 14 points, but you know, she had to work really hard for those.
Much trusted part of Ryan Petrick's rotation, Steph Gorman. Griffin in for the final 144. Got it back to 2 at one stage, Bendigo. Now it's ballooned back out. Whitcomb. Samuels, run off the 3-point line. Griffin still with the play. She'll have to earn them from the stripe, but that is great hustle.
That is just second effort by Kelsey Griffin going up. There were 3 Lynx players around her, and she just had to surge to grab that rebound and put it up and get herself to the line.
First rattles in. Griffin cuts the margin. 90 seconds before the main break. Wilson through the trees, releasing Burton. Bendigo can run it. Griffin, the strong side, cleared out, and she can go to work.
Little wheeling and dealing by Kelsey Griffin.
Offense lightning fast from both sides. Early shot clock attempts. And Griffin is pumped. Well to work with for Wilson. Turns the corner. Not on the same page that time.
Haven't seen a lot of those turnovers from either team in tonight's game so far. It is high quality women's basketball.
And it is. Whitcomb. Great patience. Swearer. Now the open 3. Finding Atwell in the corner. Attacks baseline and hangs and finishes.
That is just fun to watch, the way the Perth Lynx play.
Elite WNBL basketball on display to kick off round 12. Whitcomb with 8 seconds. Had Wilson right there. It remains Bendigo basketball with 7.9 on the game clock. Me here for this final defensive possession.
Ooh, I'm not sure I'd have her on there with 2 fouls and 7.9 seconds left. She wouldn't want to draw her third one.
Coach Petrick rolling the dice. He will go to that matchup. Griffin looks to attack me here. Walled up, terrific D.
Well, it paid off, her long arms.
Did so well to do it all clean at that, and an 8-point advantage for the Perth Lynx at halftime. 53 plays 45. It's been up and back, high octane, and Laurie, highly entertaining basketball.
Well, I'd have to say I'm not sure that the coaching staff of the Spirit would be happy with 53 points from the Lynx.
I'm sure there'll be some things to chat about. Let's get down to Megs on court.
Well, Mila, a great start for Perth. You wanted to throw the first punch. What will Ryan be happy with?
Yeah, I think he'll be happy with our rebounding. I think we've done an awesome job grabbing the boards, which is crucial, you know, to get the ball back and to stop them from getting extra possession. So I think he'll be happy with that, and then definitely certain parts in our execution as well.
Sammy up to 14 points, Griffin now to 10. We know they've got so many weapons. How do you continue to lock down on them defensively? We know offensively things are rolling well.
Yeah, defensively, you know, they're tough matchups. I think as much as we can, we just got to pressure the ball, right? Make it hard for them when they do have the ball, and then when they don't have the ball, make it even harder for them. So, yeah.
We're loving the contest. Is it as fun out there as it is fun to watch?
Oh, absolutely. This is what you train for. So, yeah, having a blast.
Plenty on the line. We'll let you get in there. Thanks for your time. Good luck in the second.
Yeah, thank you. See ya.
Perth Lynx with a half-time lead. All 9 players that have hit the floor have hit the scoreboard. They're playing brilliant basketball, but Bendigo are hot on their heels. An 8-point buffer to the visitors at the main break.
I am a avid fantasy reader that reads a lot of fantasy adventure romance, lots of dragons. I do a lot of art, I'm very creative, and I spend a lot of time at the beach with my dog.
I'm a mum. I love my boys. I love being a mum, love being a wife. I love just being with my family. And honestly, like, I love basketball, but I love not thinking about basketball for a while too, and having something so special and amazing that it makes the basketball, you know, lighter, and it gives me a bit of perspective on that. And I think that's made me a better basketball player.
Courtney Woods spends a lot of time in her apartment. I'm not a huge outdoors person. I like kind of just coming home, spending time with my friends, watching reality TV, drinking a lot of coffee. I like to just live quite a low-key lifestyle. This is in the big smoke in Melbourne. I'm scared. I want to go back to Townsville. I want to go back to my quiet little life. So yeah, quiet little life.
I think I'm a little bit silly. I like being outdoors and in the sun. I'm like a random, so I'll be like, oh, okay, I'm going to this place now, I'll book a flight, or I hang out with my friends a lot. I really quite enjoy running, so I spend a bit of time running. I like cooking and eating. Yeah, a lot of like simple things, but yeah, that's Isabella.
I could be goofy at times with the right people. I'm kind of an introvert, extrovert. In the right situations, I'll come out of my shell a little bit. I love to go to the beach, hang out with friends, read, find time to, you know, get downtime and just chillax. Doing my best as a young athlete to find ways to, you know, disconnect from the basketball and actually get proper downtime. So finding new places to adventure to, like just finding ways to disconnect.
I like to have a lot of fun on and off the court. I think a lot of people know that about me. I like to goof around a little bit, but knuckle down when it's serious time. I don't take anything too seriously. Like to do things spur of the moment and just have fun.
Nats likes to bake. She also likes to talk to her family. I FaceTime my sisters and my family like every day. Just kind of get my me time, just relax, chill in the boots, my recovery boots, watching shows, reality shows. That's probably not good for me. Watch them and just kind of regroup with my family, friends at home, my support crew especially. And yeah, just kind of getting that time I don't really get to get.
Some of the WNBL players away from the court there. Welcome back to WNBL Wednesdays, brought to you by Ford. Liam Ellison and Laurie Chiswick with you, and it's been just a fantastic game of hoops so far in the first half.
Oh, well, so quick, such a frenetic first half. I mean, that to me suits Perth. They love that run and gun style, and it shows they've scored 53 points, so it has been a real display of women's basketball.
They have, and it has been, from the coach's perspective at times, almost a little bit helter-skelter. Do you think that they'll continue with this fast-paced action in the second, Laurie?
Well, certainly Perth will. They love that. That's what they thrive on. Anytime there's a missed shot, they just want to go and run it down the throats of the opposition, and they're just playing with such confidence. So Bendigo, I feel, are trying to match them in speed, which sort of doesn't suit them. I think if they can push the ball when the opportunity is there, but otherwise they need to really concentrate on executing, setting good screens, getting some inside looks. You know, last time against the last game they played, they had 48 points in the paint, so that should be a focus for them. But we know that they're a strong team, Bendigo. They aren't number one all season for any reason, you know, that we can name.
Sammy Whitcomb was excellent in the second quarter, getting Bendigo back within a 2-point margin, but then Perth pushed away again. In early days, Laurie, it was the offensive rebounding that was the strength for Perth, but Bendigo have cleaned that up to their credit.
Well, they have, and they needed to, and we heard it at a timeout. Rebound, box out, get the ball. They need possession out there, but you can see the scores there. It's a widespread, and that's what you would expect when you have two of the best teams in the competition and some unbelievably talented elite athletes out there.
Letitia Remy here has been a point of difference after sitting early with 2 personal fouls. A huge second period, Laurie.
Well, she just came out of the woodwork, and we talked about her athleticism and length, but the way she put it to the floor against Tolo, we know that's where she has an advantage. She's not going to be able to back down and do post moves against Tolo. Tolo's got that physicality, but put it on the floor, and she needs to continue to do that because she was a weapon in that third quarter.
And a lot of fun to watch at that. Before we get to the second half of action here between the Lynx and the Spirit, let's have a look at the top 5 plays from round 11. Sharp, straight down the keyway, high off the window and in.
Big block from Turner.
Oh, the response down the other end is huge from Atwell.
The spin. The points are going to count. Hoop plus the harm. And Alex Fowler will go to the line for one more.
Trapped down that sideline. Now they release Shelley. Audacious. Bingo!
Oh, that's what happens when you are confident.
Yep, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to go speak to...
$20 down, 20 to play here, the first game of round 12 of the Signet WNBL. It's a top-of-the-table clash, and the Lynx have an 8-point lead as we kick into the third quarter. You may notice tonight that players from both sides have a purple band around the top of their singlet. This band is a powerful symbol of support for survivors of domestic violence. This season, the WNBL clubs, athletes and the Players Association have united to raise awareness around this critical issue. Enough is enough. A life free from violence is possible, and when everyone plays a role, real change happens. Learn how you can be a part of the solution by visiting Full Stop Australia. The QR code on your screen now. Great initiative from the league and its players throughout the entire season. Before this third quarter gets underway, let's get down to Megan Huswaite with Bendigo's key omission tonight due to injury. Kelly Wilson.
Kelly Wilson, the queen of the WNBL, the game's record holder, of course, not playing tonight. We'll ask you about that in just a moment, but what was the message from your coach at halftime?
Look, Perth are doing a great job of playing transition basketball, and we need to limit that in the second half.
Are you okay? What's going on?
I'm fine, just having a rest. No, I took a bit of a heavy fall against Sydney trying to take a rebound, so I think the message there is that I shouldn't try and take rebounds.
And just finally, you've got a bit of chewing gum. It's your nervous chewy that you have on the bench because it's about the first game you've missed in 3 or 4 years. So how are you coping?
Well, look, it's much more nervous sitting on the bench when I'm not playing than when I'm out there. So, look, hoping for a big second half, and I think we can get the job done.
Hope you're okay. Hopefully see you on Sunday.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A very, very rare missed game from the timeless Kelly Wilson. Great to have her time there with Megan.
468 games she has played in the WNBL. Just remarkable.
Extraordinary. Games record holder. Start the third quarter. Here's Atwell. Deflected from the Spirit. Burton started in style. Whitcomb. 14 at halftime and adds 3 more.
Bendigo did a good job of getting Perth in rotation and making that extra pass, and you just don't want to leave Sammy Whitcomb open anywhere on the court.
Wilson pull up. Maley battling with Griffin, who wins this one. Burton, entry pass. Tolo can reset in the post. Deflected. Atwell diving on it with Griffin. It's a jump ball call.
I'd actually like to see Tolo go after Amir here. Nobody's doubling, nobody's coming down to double on her, and Amir here's got the 2 fouls already, so be physical with her, attack her. She just looks like she was second guessing what she wanted to do that time.
It could be an avenue for Tolo. So strong with her back to the basket game. Here's Maley. Peeled clean. Burton collects it. Amir here, though, to track it down. It's a foul call. And it saved a certain bucket.
Well, it saved a certain bucket, but it also put her on 3 fouls really early in this third quarter.
That's a great point.
But great hands by Bendigo. They were all over. They've really stepped it up, and we can see Amy here leaving the court right now. But really good defense to cause that steal, and then for Burton to sprint ahead.
Hey, just the 10 minutes in the first half due to foul trouble. Letitia Amir here. Let's get down to Megan, courtside. Megs.
Well, deja vu for Amir here and Perth, because in Sunday's win over Geelong, she racked up 3 quick fouls to start the third quarter. They were able to manage her, and she hung on to help Perth get the win, but she's certainly come to the bench, and they're going to try and manage her because she's obviously having such a big impact in this game.
It was a tight win for Perth in that one, 80-77 over Geelong United.
Thank you.
Well, you'd have to say that Coach Kennedy Kiriyama would be much happier with the turnover. They had 20 turnovers against Geelong and only had 4 till halftime of this game.
Locked clean from Clint Choikard. On the breakaway. Atwell steps into a 3. This is slingshot in the other way. 2-on-1 situation for Burton, and it goes.
That's the second time during this game that she has attacked and absorbed the pressure, and oh, what an answer by Allie Wilson.
Next from distance. This one showing no signs of slowing down.
No, we thought maybe the pace would be a bit more controlled for Bendigo, but certainly when you play Perth, you get caught up in that and you play at that speed.
Bendigo have been up to the challenge, to their credit. Burton's been the head of that attack. Get another look at it. That was seriously tough from Veronica Burton.
Well, it is, and again, though, she didn't shy away from that contact. She had her eyes up on the target. Allie Wilson's a good defender.
It's been excellent for Bendigo. Now they go to Tolo in the posts. Kick out to Werrong, lands it.
That's twice I've gone, oh, because I think Tolo should have just turned and finished, but she's kicked it out to her teammates, and Abby Ware rewarded her.
On cue. Here is Wera. Poke away. Bendigo get back in deep. So deflection, it's a foul. First team foul on Bendigo.
Well, we talked about what a fast pace, what up and down this game is, and Sammy Whitcomb is the only player that's played the whole game so far. 20 minutes the first half and the 3.5 minutes so far, and wow, that's a hard pace to play at.
Tireless. And off to Wilson. 5 seconds on the block. And the call on Tolo.
Well, Bendigo did a good job of a three-way switch there. You could hear them talking, and Tolo just didn't need to reach in there.
And it's number 3 on Tolo.
Yeah.
Both bigs now sitting. Off ball whistle this time.
I think it might have been on Casey Samuels as Maley was trying to make a cut to the basket.
Go to that same look. Wilson with 8 seconds. Burton stays in front.
Great defense by Burton. Oh, a turnover, just a little anxious to get that ball moving. Very uncharacteristic of KG23.
Just not on the same page that time. Still on this end for the Lynx. Looking to protect this game, long lead. Wilson lets fly. Burton man in the offense. Griffin did well. Whitcomb in a world of space. Read it best. And it's deflected off a Perth chin.
Well, Sammy Whitcomb chased down her shot, probably recognizing it's one of the few that wasn't going to go in. And then it ricocheted off a Perth player straight out of bounds.
It's a fresh 14 for the Spirit. Samuels thought about it. Attacks. The pump fake effective, but not that time. Back in the hands of Atwell. Found the lane, took it.
I like how the referees are letting them play. They're not calling that contact on the shot because both teams are doing it at each end of the court. Coaches might disagree with me.
Here's Sowa with a skip pass. Perth relentless, but not quite. Now the Spirit will take a chance to have a deep breath. Whitcomb, great find. Griffin was stripped, stays with the play, and it will go to the possession arrow. Well, Bendigo look to have the upper hand.
I'd have to say that Bendigo have upped the stakes in defense. I feel like they're exerting a bit more pressure now. They're really active hands. But having said that, Perth still look very composed.
Timeout on the floor halfway through this third quarter. It's the Lynx by 3. Bendigo lead the third quarter 10-5. Looking to close this gap, but Perth have yet to give up this advantage, which they've held since the opening moments. Pace has not let up here in the third quarter, Laurie. Bendigo led by Whitcomb with 17. Ryan Petrick's side, Ali Wilson has 16 to go with Atwell and Amihi, the other two players in double figures.
Well, coaches always talk about playing the same way for 40 minutes. And this is going to be so true this game. Nobody can let up. No lead is safe. These two teams are both potent scorers.
The Spirit have closed an 8-point halftime margin to 3. With 5:01 remaining in the third. Four dealers are all about supporting the game here in Australia, from Ford Aussie Hoops to the WNBL. They've been backing Aussie sports and communities for nearly 100 years. So when you're ready to hit the court, your local Ford dealer is here to help you get to the game. Whitcomb from distance.
Well, there you go, the combo of Whitcomb and Kelsey Griffin in the high pick and roll. Pretty hard to defend.
Maley in the keyway. Simpson with a tough assignment. She was up to the task. Here you go. There's some feeling behind them. Wilson got there, cut it off, and defense into offense.
Great anticipation by Allie Wilson, knowing that they wanted to reverse the ball and just pick the pocket of that pass, as did Hinch Cloycard.
Forced error. The Lynx, chance to take some steam out of Bendigo. Allie Wilson buries the three. And she's got a 20-piece. This one has been fun. Whitcomb steps out. That one wayward. Tony turns the corner. Maley. Whitcomb had first hands to it, and the Lynx baseline possession. Whitcomb can't believe it. 3 steals in the game for Ali. Let's get down to Megs, courtside.
Well, Allie Wilson loves playing at this court. Of course, she played for the Spirit in WNBL and Bendigo Braves in the NBL 1. The only person that's loving her last few minutes more than herself is Perth coach Ryan Petrick, but he didn't like that.
Monica Burton, a pretty Euro step. Thanks, Megan. Deflected, stays with the Lynx. Wilson has been outstanding. Gotta go. Atwell lets fly. And Maley has been fouled. It'll be number 3 on Whitcomb if it's assessed that way.
It's interesting because a lot of those fouls haven't been called. I think it was in the rebounding contest, and I'm sure Whitcomb is just trying to block her out, maybe just a little bit too exhilarating.
Into Maley. Burton. Clean defense. She'll have to go again. Chibatoni better of it that time.
Right place at the right time for Alex Chibatoni.
Terrific defensive effort nonetheless from 3-time Who's 10 Defensive Player of the Year, Veronica Burton. Samuels with 6 seconds. 2 from the stripe to come. Bendigo a 9 of 11 from the line this evening. Missed the first trip for Casey Samuels.
No player on either team is in the top 10 for minutes played, Liam. So the coaches do a good job of spreading the minutes in a lot of their games, but in a game like today, I don't know that we'll see Sammy Whitcomb even sit down once.
You might be right, Laurie. So much riding on this one. Tiebreaker at stake, top spot at stake. 4-point buffer, Maley. Burton has been tireless so far. Samuels on the post, tied under the board, and Griffin arrives.
You can see the relentlessness that Griffin goes to the boards because she was there for an offensive rebound, and straight away when Samuels got it inside, that's where she was going.
Burton again. Maley stay with the play. And Samuels looks to be a foul call.
Talk about relentless on the boards. Annalie Maley. She goes after everything.
5 O-boards and 13 total for Annalie Maley. Megan Huswaite, how are you seeing things?
Well, the bigs are back into the game. Both coaches choosing to insert them back in with 1 minute and 48 remaining in this third quarter. Amihia and also Mariana Tolo. Their battle continues.
It's getting to that time to roll the dice. Thanks, Megs. Just a short break for those two with 3 personals. Really clean on the seconds. Wickham and Griffin. Soa calling for assistance. Bendigo have them in rotation. Perth, to their credit, have recovered. Tolo, clinical.
That looked aggressive. That looked like the Mariana Tolo. No indecision there. Get the ball, back her player down, and finish strongly.
Soa bursting off the handoff. Bullseye. First treble of the night for Mila Soa. Perth was shooting at a 30% clip prior to that attempt. Mejia got a hand to it.
7 seconds on the shot clock.
And to make a move, Soa came across. Less than a minute remains in the third. Griffin. You've just got to love this battle between these stars. Mejia and Griffin get tied up. There's that Soa 3 from moments ago.
Well, they've changed the matchup there and put Griffin on Ami here, just to save Mariana Tolo from getting another foul, and just see if that matchup helps him at all.
Lynx in the bonus for the final 38. Wilson assessing, just in time. Wickham with the assignment. Around the pick. Mejia into the body of Tolo, and that is costly for Bendigo.
It was a good design play. Nice roll to the basket. She went strongly. Ami here really attacking Tolo, and we see her subbed out now.
Just what Perth would have designed on that play. Two of 5 tonight from the line. Amihia. She splits a pair. Perth will remain up in defense here.
See Perth showing something different, a little extended press.
See their way through it. Wickham offline.
Wickham's 3 from 12 now from the 3-point line.
Final look of the third. Wilson. Lynch Hoyka heaves a 3. 1.9 for Bendigo. Burton in time, and it's a 5-point advantage for the Perth Lynx at the end of 3. The Spirit cut the margin by 3 after they led by 8 at halftime. This is going to be fun as we turn for home here. It's the Lynx by 5. 1 quarter remains here at Red Energy Arena, and Ali Wilson has led the way for the Perth Lynx, Laura.
Well, she had 13 points up to halftime and now is up to 21, so she had a real good influence, whether it was from the three-point line, whether it was defensively, whether it was pulling up. She was great.
Megan noted a little earlier, she is at home in Bendigo. Ali Wilson, former Spirit player herself. She leads all scorers here this evening. Let's get on down to Megs.
Well, we've been talking about the bigs and their impact on the game, but also the fouls they've got to their name. Amahir will start in this final quarter. Kennedy very aware that Kelsey Griffin has the opportunity to foul her early, but the message was about slowing the ball down and starting this quarter with a defensive emphasis for Bendigo. Perth, Ryan was, he is a big character, that's for sure. The big crowd was cheering while he was trying to start his address, and he said someone's just won a coffee in the crowd. But they have gone with Amahir here to try and get them the job done.
Thank you very much, Megan. Oh, Petrick unenthused. It's all business here. There's a lot riding on it. Here's Samuels. Griffin and Amahir. 5 seconds. Werron penetrates. Kick out. Griffin short. Now really getting involved. Amahir to step through.
Well, they did just what the coach asked. She ran the floor, got to the point of the rim, held her seal with Griffin behind her. Not much she could do. Nice finish.
Samuels, 8 minutes here with Tolo on the pine. Wickham finds the outside of the arc. Bobbles home.
The crowd almost thought they cheered too early when it almost bobbled out there.
They got the result. Kick out. Amahir. Long rebound though for Wilson.
They got let out of jail there. Bendigo Spirit, 2 shots.
But steadies the offense. Now Wickham in rhythm, gliding through for 3 more.
That's somebody you do not want to let get hot.
Wilson willing to concede the 3. In the hands of Sammy. Gets a lead in the ball game.
Oh my goodness, Sammy Wickham!
Brings the house down. And the Spirit lead for the first time. Wickham's got 26. Tony can't return fire.
Just set up a play for Sammy Wickham, get the ball in her hands and let her go to work.
Well, he hit the deck. Whistle from the ref. Sammy, the confident stroke.
She's just got the ball on a string. When it's in her hands, the way she just controls it, step back, attacks, comes off an on ball. It's so great to watch. And that's why we say she is in MVP form, Liam.
She certainly is. Once more, Wickham. They want the ball out of her hands. Feeding inside for Tolo.
And that's exactly what happened. She scored 3 baskets in a row. Now defense really hones in on you, and she just finds her teammate in Mariana Tolo, who rolled strongly to the basket.
11-2 start to the quarter for Bendigo. Amahir off the dribble. And that is another whistle on Tolo, Megan.
Well, she's come into the game and she's not going back out, but she came in and had an immediate impact at both ends, really. Speaking of Perth's deep, Gorman back into the game now for Milasowa. And interesting, worth noting, Perth Lynx now to 72 has their highest score in 3 games against Bendigo Spirit this season.
Previous outings have been more defensive between these two.
Well, and I think they've subbed on Gorman to play specifically against Whitcomb. I don't think you'll see her helping off at all. She did a great job with her last game, and they need to somehow curb her scoring influence.
Burton over the timeline. Great dump off, finds the room service for Tolo. Me here on the perimeter. Well, lost her footing. Whitcomb. Fearless leader for Bendigo tonight. They've been feeding Tolo in the post here. Great extra find to Samuels.
That has got to be on the highlights reel from Sammy Whitcomb. And she's getting the crowd going, and so she should. Little no-look behind the back pass.
Showcasing the court vision. Showcased a bit of everything tonight, Sammy Whitcomb. And Casey Samuels is a deadly three-point shooter. Game high, 7-point lead to Bendigo. Let's listen in to Ryan Patrick.
It's a yellow, 2-1 at the play. 1 through 4 is a green. Again, the Whitcomb, I need to jump switch the shit out of it. Now, the only asterisk will be if they run the Burton action into Whitcomb, that one there can be a green. But then, the guard's a guard. But then if the big Tolo, Burton, Tolo or Griffin runs into it with LA, that becomes the yellow. So guard to guard is a green. LA's a yellow. Offensively, snap, rip, screen somebody.
Well, that whole timeout, Liam, was really based on how to defend Sammy Whitcomb. If it was a guard-to-guard screen she was doing, they would switch automatically. If it's a guard-to-big Sammy Whitcomb to a Tolo or Griffin, they would do something else. So that whole timeout was talking about how do we defend Sammy Whitcomb, who currently is up to 29 points.
You can see why. Foot Locker is celebrating 50 years of sneakers. Celebrate 50 years and the current hoop season by grabbing the latest kicks and apparel at your nearest Foot Locker, the official major partner of the WNBL. Tolo sweeps the glass for Bendigo. All the way of the Spirit in the fourth.
You can see that the Spirit are content to just move the ball around, execute some offenses.
It's an 18-4 run for Bendigo. Mariana Tolo's been dominant.
Can I get you to quickly just stop it?
Megs, you were listening in to Kennedy Kariyama.
I was, and his message was about the defense. He's delighted with what Bendigo are bringing on the defensive end, really happy with the way they're boxing out, they're being aggressive, and then no surprises. It was all about Sammy, and I quote, "You're heating, Sammy," so we're going to keep going to you. Casey Samuels having a laugh with Abby Werung about that pass that she received.
Big foul.
And Casey Samuels not laughing now.
She wouldn't be. Thanks, Megan. Wilson will shoot 3. Touch overzealous on the closeout.
This is a real test for the Perth Lynx right now at this stage. It's a 9-point ball game, just a half of a quarter left to play. So do they have the nerve? Can they come up with some defensive stops? I feel like the Spirit have done a good job of slowing the game down a bit, slowing the tempo of the game, which is much more their style than Perth.
That's a good way to stem that flow. Perfect from Wilson. Whitcomb. Reset by their point guard in Burt. Sammy creating danger, but Atwell, quick thinking. Wilson, early trigger. All of a sudden, it feels like Bendigo are in control here.
Well, it feels like that, but you just never know with Perth. They can pile on points very quickly.
Certainly can. We're unlucky not to fall. Well, picked up her dribble. Off to slow it down.
They need to get a shot up.
To bail them out, yeah. Box out solid. And Samuels and the Spirit see it off.
I think that's the first shot clock violation we've had all game from either team. So really good defense by the Bendigo Spirit.
Dominating this fourth period.
So much on the line. Bragging rights for the series. Perth potentially could move into top spot.
Bendigo can win. It would go a long way to locking up top spot. They've already secured finals. As Samuels with the trade. Nine-point advantage. Wilson carving through the keyway.
This is where the experience of Bendigo needs to shine through. Play at your tempo. Do what you want to do. Dictate to Perth what should happen in this game. There's so many experienced players, just like that kick out from Griffin to Samuels.
Second triple for Casey Samuels. Bendigo have got 5 players who average above 35% from 3. Burton gliding around the screen. Wilson did just enough. Rewarding the cut of a me here. And the foul call against Bendigo.
It's a great job by Perth just to push the ball quickly, and Ami here just streaming down the center court there, and nice pass to her.
Kelsey Griffin caught some inadvertent contact there in the previous trip. For a quick and easy weeknight dinner that the whole family will enjoy. Pick up a family pack of Latina fresh pasta and sauce. Ready in minutes and so delicious there won't be any complaints at the dinner table. Find Latina fresh in a chilled pasta aisle near you.
This is still anybody's game. Over 3 minutes to go. 5-point game.
Spot on, as you mentioned, Laurie. Perth Lynx can score in a flurry and put up 6 or 9 points in a flash. Bendigo lead the period 21-9. We're into crunch time. Tolo, extra fine, Werung. Corner treble, bingo!
We did wonder whether Perth playing Geelong just a couple of days ago would have any influence at all.
Wilson, a dump off, not that time. Far away from home, they remained in Victoria after that win over Geelong. Gonna have to pull out something special here.
Foul on Kelsey Griffin off the ball, just setting an aggressive screen. Which, you know what, I like at this stage of the game that there's still that aggression, still headhunting the screens.
Should note Bendigo as well have also suited up on Sunday, and they have really had the legs down the stretch here. Couple of minutes remain. Wilson. That feels like a big moment. Plenty of time remaining. Basket here would really hurt the Lynx. Tolo on the roll. .13 in the game for Mariana Tolo. 10 of which have come in this fourth quarter.
Well, she's just been so composed when she finishes and gets that fend arm up, eyes on the target, and just looks very confident, where she didn't look that confident in that third and second quarters. Just a different player out there right now.
Timeout, 10 points is the equation for the Lynx. And they're going to have to throw everything out the Spirit here.
Well, they are. They're going to have to come up with some big stops out there and then land some three-pointers, which we know that they are capable of doing. But really right now the game is in Perth's hands totally. They can control the tempo. If they are at the foul line, they are the best foul shooting team in the competition at 86.1%. So they're not a team that you want to particularly foul, Liam.
No, they're not. The Lynx can find themselves in the bonus on the next foul call. Ryan Petrick coming up with his instructions. They're led by 12 at one stage. What a game it's been here at Red Energy Arena. The Spirit looking to lock up top spot, go 2 games ahead of the Lynx and win the tiebreaker between these two on the season to boot.
Well, they're showing themselves why they're the #1 team in their shooting stats. Their turnovers are good.
These veteran heads have stood up. Wilson.
Whoa, there you go. That took a matter of 3 seconds off the clock.
That's a way to start out of a timeout. Burton wants to put Wilson in the blender.
And don't the crowd love it, and I'm sure don't her parents love coming all the way from America to see your daughter play.
And me here in the spin cycle. That would have been pretty. Burton and Wilson. Over a minute remains. And the Spirit can look to ice the game.
There are her parents in the crowd enjoying this immensely.
They have turned up for a terrific outing, Veronica Burton.
Wow,
a double-double.
Yeah, 14 points, 10 assists. Kelsey Griffin a double-double too, 12 points and 14 rebounds.
6 players in double figures today for the Spirit. Into Tolo, that has been money down the stretch.
Well, just the timing, the angle of the passes high in the air, she just catches it and continues rolling and finishing.
This even squad of the Spirit. We've set the benchmark. Griffin with the rebounds. And now the clock is their friends. .30 points in the fourth period for Bendigo. Conceding only 14. Whitcomb's been outstanding. They'll have to take risks forward of the play, and Burton forces a sideline possession.
Well, Kennedy Kiriyama told me earlier that his players are conditioned to play a full 40 minutes, and they have not stopped all night, and it's been up and down.
Mejia delivers. And the Spirit will improve to 14-2 on the regular season. They sit atop and take the tiebreaker over the second place Perth Lynx. What a fourth period from the ladder leaders. Outstanding hoops for your WNBL Wednesdays. It's the Spirit by 9.
Absolutely outstanding game by both teams, but especially the Spirit. And they show why they are #1, have been all season. I mean, it's a bit early to say they definitely will end up in top spot, but this game here has gone a long way to secure top spot for them at the end of the regular season, which is exactly where they want to be.
They definitely will be in finals for the first time in 9 years, the Spirit. And they are looking likely to hold the top spot if they continue this form. 50 points in the second half to come from behind. Let's head down to Megs with the victors.
It's a very happy Sammy Whitcomb. You take the series, you potentially take top spot for good, but most importantly, you take the win. And the big crowd here is singing a song called Bendigo.
Yeah, we love this song. Super excited. It was a really massive game. I'm super proud of how we fought the whole game. And just took the momentum in that second half and then didn't look back.
Everyone talks about this group being special. What makes it so special, Sammy?
I think the fact that we can get down to a really tough team, nothing's going our way, and we can have the poise to fight back in the second half, and we're just a really selfless, hardworking group.
And you've won in every fashion.
Yeah, we have. We've won ugly, we've won, nice basketball blowouts, comebacks, all of it, so it's good.
The remix. Just finally, you've got some very proud sons watching in Perth. They join you again on Friday. Do you want to say goodnight to the boys?
Yeah, good night. I love you guys. Hi, Kate. Thank you.
Well done tonight.
Thank you.
Great to see.
Sammy Whitcomb played all 40 minutes and all smiles here this evening, Laurie.
Well, wasn't she spectacular? Those couple of threes, this being one of them, just in a row there. She was just on fire, and then she made it so difficult to defend. She got all this attention and then was able to distribute it so nicely to her teammates in Tolo and Griffin.
Look at elation on the floor here. They knew this one meant so much to the Bendigo Spirit. It could be potentially a preview of what we will see in the Signet WNBL Finals coming up in what is just a couple of months away now, Laurie. It's really creeping up.
Well, I mean, Perth will go away from that and go, yes, we lost that game, but there's so much to take out of it. And I have no doubt these two teams will meet. Whether it's the grand final or a semi-final, they will meet up again.
These are full match highlights, and it was the Lynx who burst out of the gates with their trademark red rush style, and Ali Wilson was the head of the snake tonight.
Well, Ali Wilson just fought really hard, and just some of her anticipation, some of her shots that she made. But there were equally other players on her team. Sowa battled. Amy here, we know, was in foul trouble, but she came out and had a really, really great second quarter and really put them on their back. But Sammy Whitcomb, and doesn't she like those three-point shots that she was made? But Burton, I thought, as well, really controlled the tempo. She distributed the ball. She had a double-double with her assists, and all around it was just a great team game.
Ryan did say they were going to do.
Burton was excellent. Double-double, as you noted, Laurie. Abby Werung stepping into the starting five today in absence of Kelly Wilson, had 4 triples, played her role tremendously. Here's your full-time leaders. Got to shout out the work of Letitia Remy here and Ali Wilson.
Well, for sure, both of them fought hard, and as did Annalie Maley. 14 rebounds. She just goes after it all the time. Kelsey Griffin, 15 rebounds. Both teams really took care of the ball relatively well, and as we said all night, it was just a high-standard, highly entertaining game.
It really was. Mariana Tolo stood up down the stretch with most of her 15 points coming in that period. What a ball game it's been. Liam Ellison and Laurie Chiswick with you on the call. There is Veronica Burton with her visiting parents all the way from Boston. That's a special moment.
Well, it is, and we talked about the weather in Canada, but in Boston it'd be pretty cold right now too, so they'd be not only suffering jet lag, they'd be getting used to the hot weather, but what a game for them to watch their daughter play. And Burton, to me, is sort of gone under the radar a little bit. She is absolutely outstanding in what she brings to this very experienced Bendigo lineup.
Here is your round 12 fixture around the WNBL, and both sides will play once again this round. It's back to Perth against the Southside Flyers for the Lynx, and then over at Geelong Arena for Bendigo, and what is really the regional rivalry. That one is going to be fun. Thanks for joining us tonight in what has been the top of the table match. It's the Spirit who got the job done by 9 points.